Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and I have the FMS 800 millimeter Zero back out here. I made some mechanical adjustments on the elevator, and made an adjustment uh, the in the safe to not have the same pitch up that was making it climb when it was unsafe. So I'm hoping everything is centered up and it should perform a little better. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. All right, guys, we got a decent amount of wind today. I was actually going to try to fly the Cub again, but this wind is in the 7, 8, maybe even 10 mile an hour range. I think that's a little too much for the Cub, but I think the Zero can do it. Throttle cut off first. Here we go. There we go. The motor ramped up. All right, I'm gonna make a little bit up. Let's make sure I got that safe on. There we go. And all right, I think it'll be good. Let's do it. So a little bit of, there we go. It looks nice and straight. So bring it around here. We'll get it back into the wind before I turn safe off. About half throttle there, safe off. A little bit of up. There, it doesn't look too bad. Let's get it moving again. So we'll work across the wind here to try and look at that elevator. So I adjusted the trim up just for nerve's sake, just before I launched it, because I felt like my mechanical adjustments had a little too much down. And it might have been. It's looking pretty decent now. I'm feeling really good about it. Let's see what inverted looks like. So just a little bit of pressure. It looks really good. And I was a little bit worried about it being tail heavy even, but it doesn't seem to be because I got a new battery for it. I thought that might help because I was using some pretty old batteries. And so I seen Horizon had a 2S 800 milliamp hour battery. I think it's a Genace battery that had the JST plug on it. But it feels like it's doing really good now. I'm pretty happy. Again, hand launch is the way to go with this little bird. And just like the UMX pits, it's so small it feels like it's really screaming fast, but it's really not that fast. It just feels like it. And of course I have full rates. Oh, there we get her out of control there a little bit. I had it inverted and going downwind, and it didn't like that, so got to keep some speed when it's inverted. When we get it brought back around, try not to stall it out. Woo-wee. Nice and low. Hopefully that stayed in frame, but it was kind of low, and I think I had my head back a little bit, so maybe not. I'm gonna do the loop into the wind here and a roll out. I do have the S3X with the gains full, but it feels really good. I'm gonna have to get the airplane back here behind me to land into the wind. Maybe we'll try coming out to this side of the lamppost, kind of like this, to bring it around for that landing. Something like that. Not quite that slow, actually. Need to have a little more speed. And we'll get a loop in, clear out there. It's flying really good now that I got that trim just right. And again, I've tried in the past, I've flown this from the ground on takeoff, and that's not optimal for this airplane. Now, if it was, I think that it would do better with the 3S power system that the UMX Pitts has. You seen that kind of floated on that roll because I was going with the wind. I didn't have all that control over all the wind over the control surfaces because I had cut the throttle at the same time. So it was kind of floaty turn, or roll, I mean. Here we are into the wind, and I got a lot more control this way because it's enough wind. But that 3S system, if I had patience to do it, I think putting the UMX 3S system in this, it would handle better off the ground. Now, it would have quite a bit of torque, the torque turn, but I think you could punch the throttle and get it off the ground so fast that it wouldn't be a problem. All right, my timer is telling me time to line her up for this landing. Again, just need to bring it in with plenty of speed there. There we go. It's gonna hit the parking block. I guarantee I broke the prop. That is the biggest problem with this airplane. Throttle cut on. Is that the prop is so fragile on this airplane, and I can tell from here that should have a blade going out to the left, and it is snapped off. Well, you can see that it's broke off for sure. And I'll get another prop. I don't see it. It must have flew up there into the grass somewhere. But anyhow, I'll just get another one that's ready to go. Everything's trimmed out, ready to go roll. So luckily the props are cheap. I'll get another one and it'll be ready to go. Well, there you go. I hit the parking block and broke the prop, so I'll order another one. I'll have a new prop. I think because I live so close to Horizon, only a couple states away, I get stuff like within 2 days. So I'll have a new prop this weekend, and hopefully I'll be able to get this thing back in the air and get an uneventful landing. It was a great landing. It's just, if I would have been over a little bit farther, we wouldn't have hit that parking block. Or if the wind was going with the parking lot, it would have helped out. But anyways, big thanks to the Lord that I'm able to get out here. It's a little bit cool. I think it's average for this time of year, which I'm okay with. And we got the time change coming. I'm super excited about that. It's going to give me more daylight in the evenings. But the FMS Zero, man, I got a renewed enjoyment from this airplane. So I'm glad that I ordered the parts and got this thing back in the air. And I appreciate all your guys' support. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.